In 2011, two friends in San Diego bet nearly $140,000 on the wild idea that ugly Christmas sweaters could be more than a punchline. They could build an empire. By targeting viral designs and online demand, they sold out their entire first run, proving this fad had teeth. But could a single holiday gimmick become a business worth hundreds of millions? The answer rewrites what you think you know about seasonal trends, and it all starts with one outrageous gamble. By the late 2000s, something strange was happening at holiday parties across North America. What started as a joke, a lumpy, glittery Christmas sweater pulled from the back of Grandma's closet, had become the hottest ticket for December get-togethers. Ugly Christmas sweater parties exploded from college campuses to corporate offices, complete with contests, themed bar crawls, and even a national Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Thrift stores, once the only place to find these hand-me-down monstrosities, watched their racks empty out as partygoers hunted for the wildest, most eye-popping designs they could find. By 2010, the so bad it's good sweater was no longer a thrift store punchline. It had become a badge of honor and a social event in itself. Retailers caught on fast. H&M, Urban Outfitters, and even luxury brands like Dolce & Gabbana began rolling out their own versions, blending retro irony with new fabrics and bolder graphics. Suddenly, the market was flooded with fresh takes on holiday kitsch, all priced for impulse buys and Instagram moments. Thrift stores, meanwhile, started curating their best vintage finds and charging a premium, sometimes $50 or more for an authentic 80s original. The real engine behind this boom was not nostalgia. It was the rise of party culture and social sharing. Photos from themed events flooded Facebook and Instagram, turning the ugliest sweater into the centerpiece of every group shot. TV and movies fueled the trend. Colin Firth's infamous reindeer pullover in Bridget Jones's Diary, Jimmy Fallon's late-night sweater contests, and holiday comedies that turned cringe into comedy gold. By the time the first National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day rolled around, the look had become mainstream, not just a college prank. Yet for all the buzz, the market was still wide open. Most partygoers were stuck scouring thrift stores for something truly outrageous, or settling for mass-produced options that lacked personality. The demand was obvious. People wanted sweaters that were intentionally wild, built for laughs, and guaranteed to stand out in photos. What was missing was a brand bold enough to own the joke and smart enough to see that this was not just a passing fad, but a new kind of holiday ritual waiting for its ringleader. Evan Mendelsohn and Nick Morton launched Tipsy Elves in early 2011, betting big on a trend most people still thought was a joke. Mendelsohn, a lawyer with a knack for search engine optimization, had noticed a surge in online searches for ugly Christmas sweaters. Morton, a dental surgeon, brought analytical thinking and a willingness to take a risk that would make most dentists sweat. Together, they pooled $140,000 of their own money, convinced the demand was real and the market was hungry for something bolder than thrift store leftovers. Instead of playing it safe, they went all in on their first order, 5,000 sweaters, not 500, 5,000. The plan was to sell them over 2 or 3 years, but the sweaters vanished from inventory in just a few weeks. By the end of that first season, Tipsy Elves had racked up $380,000 in sales, proof they had tapped into something far bigger than a passing gag. The designs were not just ugly, they were outrageous. Neon snowmen, reindeer with sunglasses, Christmas trees that looked like they came from a cartoon fever dream. Each sweater was built to photograph well and get a laugh, with better fabrics and fit than the scratchy relics found at the thrift shop. Mendelsohn's search engine optimization skills drove high-intent traffic straight to their site, while Morton's connections in China helped secure affordable manufacturing for their custom designs. Every piece was engineered to stand out at a party and on social media. As demand soared, the founders stuck to a direct-to-consumer model, selling through their own website and leveraging Amazon for extra reach. In 2012, revenue jumped to $900,000, with about half of those sales coming from Amazon. Those numbers were more than impressive. They were the kind of hard evidence that makes investors sit up and take notice. Tipsy Elves had managed to turn a seasonal joke into a real business. powered by viral designs, clever digital marketing, and a willingness to put their own money on the line. The next challenge was finding the capital and leverage to keep up with demand and to prove this was not just a one-season wonder. Season 5, Episode 12. The Tipsy Elves founders step onto the Shark Tank stage, holiday models in tow, each one dressed in a sweater that looks like it was designed by a committee of elves on a sugar high. Evan Mendelsohn and Nick Morton ask for $100,000 in exchange for 5% of their company. A bold valuation, but the numbers back it up. Their sales have already hit $900,000 and the Sharks can smell momentum. Still, not everyone is convinced. Lori Greiner questions whether the concept is too easy to copy. Damon John likes the founders but hesitates, worried the ugly sweater craze could fade as quickly as it started. Mark Cuban bows out, doubting the growth curve. Kevin O'Leary, never one to pass up a royalty deal, throws down an offer. He offers $100,000, but he wants $2 per sweater until he is repaid, then $1 per sweater forever. The room tenses. The founders hesitate, knowing that perpetual royalties could bleed the business dry. That is when Robert Herjavec leans forward. He is impressed that Nick walked away from a $175,000 a year dental career to chase this wild idea. Robert offers $100,000 for 10% equity, double the stake, but no ongoing royalty. It is a straight shot of capital, and more importantly, a strategic partner who believes in their willingness to bet everything. Evan and Nick exchange a look. The deal is done. Their Christmas wish, as Evan puts it, just came true. With Robert on board, Tipsy Elves now has the resources and mentorship to chase something bigger than a seasonal spike. The next challenge is making sure the party lasts all year. Red and green sweaters were just the beginning. With Robert Herjavec now in their corner, Tipsy Elves set out to conquer the entire holiday calendar. Valentine's Day brought heart-covered pullovers and cheeky boxers. St. Patrick's Day called for leprechaun suits and shamrock leggings. By summer, 4th of July tank tops and Hawaiian shirts were flying off the site. Halloween, ski trips, college football, each new season meant a fresh drop. By 2015, the company was juggling hundreds of stock-keeping units aimed at every party, photo op, and themed event imaginable. But scaling a year-round novelty brand was not just about adding new designs. The company's first real operational test came when their fulfillment partner botched thousands of holiday orders. Instead of risking another disaster, Tipsy Elves brought shipping and inventory in-house, rebuilding their entire fulfillment process to handle the tidal wave of fourth-quarter demand. Warehouses filled with boxes, seasonal staff packed orders around the clock, and the team learned to forecast demand for everything from ugly sweater dresses to neon ski suits. Culture played a starring role, too. In 2015, Tipsy Elves sweaters landed on the big screen in the Sony holiday comedy The Night Before, worn by Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Soon after, a Pizza Hut campaign featured a co-branded sweater sold through the Tipsy Elves site. From movie cameos to fast food collaborations, the brand became a fixture of holiday pop culture. By 2023, press reports cited lifetime sales well above $300 million. A leap from seasonal novelty to a true empire. Today, novelty apparel is a $4 billion industry, and the line between joke and juggernaut keeps blurring. As trends move faster than ever, the real winners are those willing to reinvent, not just ride the wave. The next big thing? It's only one bold idea away.